Here's my friend Randy to give his reaction to some of the big signings that have happened. Starting off yesterday, where we did see literally Kyle Schwarber shocked the world by literally signing a 5-year, $150 million contract, the most by a DH to earn in free agency, the most ever. And not even David Ortiz did that. And he was also offered by his hometown team, the Cincinnati Reds, 5 years, 145. And then literally the Pirates offered him 4 years, $100 million. And the Mets were also making an offer to him, but he signed a 5-year, $150 million deal to return to the Philadelphia Phillies. What is your thought on Kyle Schwarber?
Yeah, he denied the Reds. He denied the Pirates.
The Reds were his hometown team.
Shocking, his hometown. I would have picked the hometown.
Yeah. And what is your thought about him signing the largest contract by a DH, and no other DH has ever done that?
That's, insane, dude.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think about the other signing that happened 1 second later? Edwin Diaz, the Mets' best closer, literally leaves the Mets in free agency and goes to the Los Angeles Dodgers for 3 years, $69 million, which is basically $38 million a season. And Edwin Diaz was offered by the Mets 3 years, $66 million, but with deferrals. And literally he said, I'm not taking a contract that is deferred. I want to win, and also I am one of the best closers, and he believes that about himself. And literally the Mets gave him a contract that won't pay him the full amount that he deserves, and he went to the Dodgers that has no deferrals, who are the defending champs.
The Mets are slacking off too, dude. They are.
What's your thought about it? Because he was with the Mets since 2019, and he was their best pitcher. And yes, he had some struggles, but he also was one of their best pitchers. And how the Mets literally just said, basically a slap in the face, give him a 3-year, $66 million with deferrals instead. And the Dodgers gave him a contract with no deferrals.
Because the Dodgers know his potential.
And what is your thought about it? Because he spent 7 years with the Mets.
If you spent 7 years with the Mets and they don't even give you what you want, that's kind of like a big F you to your baby.
Mm-hmm. And what is your thought about it? Because he said he'll always love the fans of New York, and that he'll always respect them, and that he'll always remember them for his time in New York.
He's not showing no hatred, so that means he's being a good sport about it.
Yeah.
He's not, if you're not getting what you want, then you just saying, hey, I just go elsewhere where I'm going to make what I want. But
yeah.
He's taking it like he had a good season with them for 7 years. He's not forgetting the good times he had with the Mets. He's remembering everything he's done for them. The good and the bad, the ups and downs. That's the part of baseball. You have the ups and the downs of this work.
Yeah. And what do you think about then this happens? Literally, then we see this happens today. Well, right before today, we see MLB Network announces that Pete Alonso was going to drive to the winter meetings that was in Orlando. It's going on since Sunday, and that Alonso was going to meet with the Orioles and the Red Sox and the Yankees, and he had really great meetings with them, and they all lasted at least 3 to 2 hours, and getting to know him and basically saying to him, this is what we'll do to show that we care about you and your family, and that we'll show love and everything, and why you should join our team. And that the Mets said they don't need to meet with him and he's their franchise player, and he won a Rookie of the Year with them, and he's been with the Mets for 7 years. And what is your thought about how Alonso met with 3 teams yesterday, but the Mets decided they don't need to meet with him because they are still in constant talk with him?
So the fact is, Pete Alonso hates the Yankees.
He doesn't hate them. He respects them.
That's not what I heard. Sources. He hates the Yankees. They're like, dude,
No, that's Vladdy. He doesn't like them.
Yeah, but he's a Mets. He's a rival player.
Also, Alonso said if the Yankees were to give him a contract, he would take it because they are a historic team, and he likes New York, and he respects and likes both New York teams.
Yeah, but like he's better off with the Red Sox, though, too, dude.
Well, like, what do you think that he met with the Yankees first, and then the Orioles, and then the Red Sox?
I mean, it's good he's seen the Red Sox, so that would be a good chance for him, too.
Yeah, and what was your thought that the Mets decided they don't need to meet with him because they're in constant talk with him?
I mean, that's true.
And what is your thought that they said they were not willing to go more than 3 to 4 years with Alonso, and he had been with them for 7 years and won a Rookie of the Year, won a Silver Slugger with them, and he is the all-time home run franchise leader in Mets history. And then today, he announces from Jeff Passan that he has signed a 5-year, $155 million contract with the Baltimore Orioles. Like, what do you think of that? That the Mets basically disrespected him and Diaz and said we are not willing to go more than this many years with him and the money, when they signed Devin Williams to a 3-year, $50 million deal, who is a pitcher, and then they basically lose Diaz yesterday, and then they lose Alonso today.
Well, they haven't lost Alonso 100%, though.
They did. He signed with the Orioles today.
Pete Alonso?
Remember?
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's their fault.
Like, what is your thought about that?
Well, it's the whole controversy with him and Juan Soto. Goddamn Juan Soto.
And, like, what is your thought about how Alonso said to the Mets, why aren't you willing to give me more than 3 to 4 years to stay with the team that I love, too?
Because the fact is, he's not a good defense player. He needs to work on defense. I feel if he works on his defense, maybe the Mets will come back and re-sign him. Who knows? They're not going to re-sign someone who has no good defense.
He actually does have good defense, but every once in a while he'll have like 2 or 3 errors, but most of the time he's really good defense.
Because they need a player that's not going to have 2 or 3 errors every here and there. That's the thing about the Mets. They want to play perfect.
I understand that, but like, what do you think of it? He won so many awards with them, and he was with them for 7 years, and he's the all-time home run franchise leader. And David Wright was the one that patched the torch to Pete Alonso. From him, David Wright passed the torch to him, and now, literally, David Wright literally put the torch to Pete Alonso.
All right. Yeah, I mean, sorry, my coach was asking me to have
It's all right.
So yeah, I've heard the whole thing, what you're saying. Like, yeah, I feel like it's a big FU to Pete Alonso's face because, David Wright passed the torch to him to lead the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it's Juan Soto because you know how Juan Soto is. He wants to be the damn captain of every team he goes to. He doesn't want the torch past him. He wants what he wants. So now that Pete Alonso's gone, guess what? He has what he wants.
And what do you think of how Alonso's feeling? Do you think it's a slap in the face where they said we are not willing to go 3 years or more for you.
Yeah, especially it is.
What do you think about that? And what do you have to say to Draftnik
I
Mark?
I feel like it's a big FU to his face and a big FU to New York.
And like, what do you think of Draftnik Mark? He's pissed. He ranted about it, and all the other Mets fans are ranting and saying, Mets, why would you do this? Why would you get rid of him after signing him to a deal last year? Like, what do you think of Draftnik Mark and all the fans' reactions?
Well, all I say is this: I read the cookie.
And what do you have to say to them?
Pump the brakes, woo-woo. That is New York for you. This is the New York pride we have to deal with. Look at the New York Jets. Look at the New York Giants. Look at the New York Mets. I mean, the Yankees were so close to getting to the World Series, but they fumbled. But what I'm saying is, all I have to say is this. New York Mets is the reason why that's the worst New York team in our sports right now. What I'm saying is, we'll be doing good, and then they'll mess up, and they don't make it to the playoffs. That's all I have to say.
And what do you think? They almost spent over $800 million last year, and then this year they lose Diaz and Alonso back-to-back days.
It's the Mets' decisions.
And what do you think? How do you think Alonso's feeling?
I feel like he feels like he's got a big fuck in his face.
And what is your thought about how he's feeling when he signed with the Baltimore Orioles?
I mean, what in the world were the Mets thinking? Like, are they high or stupid?
Like letting your franchise home run leader, franchise favorite player, go to the American League. And the Yankees offered him 5 years, $200 million, and he said it was very hard because he was this close to choosing the Yankees and with the Orioles.
But he should have used the Red Sox. He should have chose the Red Sox.
No, because the Red Sox gave him only 4 years, $100 million.
But still, okay. Don't get me wrong. Would you rather a 4-year, $100 million contract, and then it leads to a contract extension? That's the problem with baseball players these days. They don't take something they will give and then get something at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just saying, like this, it's like my friend Bennett and he was my old co-worker from CCC. He said F. Stearns, the GM of the Mets, he basically got rid of their franchise favorite players, Brandon Nimmo to the Rangers, then Pete Alonso, Edwin Diaz. He lost 3 of their franchise fan favorite players.
Boom. I mean, this is what happens on Wednesday Fun Day.
Like, it's just insane.
It's like, I mean, we're going to see what's going to happen with the Mets season, though.
Yeah. Plus, right now, their team's not looking good. And also, we should see a lot more signings, hopefully, and maybe some trades tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah. Good luck, New York Mets. That water chug was just for you. Because you're going to need a lot of it, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of luck this year.
Yeah, and I heard David Wright basically yelled at the Mets ownership saying, why would you do this?
Because they're too stupid.
Like, what do you think of David Wright doing that?
I feel like David Wright is frustrated because, like, look at it. Like, he handed the torch to Pete Alonso. He did not it over to freaking Juan Soto.
Mm-hmm.
So he felt like it was a big F you to his face when he gave it to that franchise player, and they didn't give two dings.
Yep. And it's like they wouldn't even go to the amount of years that he wanted. And he said, I'm fine with 4 or 5. And the Mets said, nope.
And that's the funny part. You gave Juan Soto what? Freaking 15 years?
15 years, 765 million.
What the hell? You know what? I smell some fishy fanatics on that shit, though.
And it was 1 year ago.
You know why? Because they want to give the fan favorite Yankees player, Juan Soto, the freaking captain spot. And guess who was the captain on the Mets beforehand? And he passed the torch too. Pete Alonso. David Wright.
And Francisco Lindor.
Now they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to be like, oh, we run the Mets. You don't, David. Like, the heck?
It's insane. And I do want to say thank you for doing this reaction. And this will be going on TikTok, YouTube, and everything else.
Like, subscribe, post that notification, tap that notifier, and comment down below. How do you feel? I mean, I'm a New York Mets fan and / Red Sox fan. I wouldn't mind Pete Alonso go to the Red Sox. But the New York Mets were such idiots, and they had to send it to the Orioles. Well, good job for my cousins team, because they're from Maryland, and they're both Oriole fans and Raven fans. So that's good for my freaking cousins, but not good for us.
Yeah.